Do you have a plan? Are you on the path to who you were created to be? Do you have a plan? Are you on the path to be who you were created to be? That's what we're going to explore today on our Igniting Souls publishing agency global live stream. I have an amazing guest who is publishing a book. His name is John Edwards, and his book is called Despite Me: Discover a Proven Pathway to a Life of Passion and Purpose. So if you are watching today and you are struggling with feeling passionate about your life and your calling, maybe you don't even know if you have a calling. Maybe you don't know what that is. Maybe you don't know what your purpose is. Today's live stream is for you. Let me bring John in here. He has so much value to add. He is a value giver, and I know you're going to benefit from our talk today. John, welcome here. I'm so thankful that we get to spend this time together.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Looking forward to our time together.
Absolutely. So, John, your book is called Despite Me: Discover a Proven Pathway to a Life of Passion and Purpose. I want to start off this time with a question. What is the meaning behind this book title? All right, why'd you call it Despite Me? Where are you coming from here?
Well, the word despite can be interchanged with two words, in spite of, or three words, in spite of. And basically what that's meaning is that despite my ego, despite of me getting in my own way, I can overcome. Despite me, the word me represents not only me personally, but me and all of humanity's unconscious negative emotional programming that we are completely unaware of, that runs in our background. And it gets triggered by a lot of different things. That word triggered is heard a lot around today. And it gets triggered, and we broadcast and project that out into every relationship we have, whether it's personal, business, spiritual, it doesn't matter. And those unconscious programs, for the most part, 80% of them are in place by the time we're 7 or 8 years old, locked in place by the time we're 13. And it takes a lifetime of intentional transformational work to overcome them. So despite my unconscious programming, I'm becoming more conscious of who I really am, and in that, transforming my life. It's a continual process once you start it.
This is going to be so valuable to our people watching here today or later in the day when they catch it later. Unconscious programming, obviously it's unconscious, so it's something that people may not even realize has been going on, but you're being developed at such a young age and locked in at 13. And so I would imagine there's a lot of people who would, A, not even be aware of this, or B, feel like stuck as a victim to their pain of their childhood. But you, John, you're offering, John is a renowned coach, personal and business coach, and really has this passion for helping people break through the pain that used to define them, but does not have to anymore. I'm excited about this. You know, John is being super generous today. We have over $5,000 worth of prizes to give away today on this live stream. So it's going to be packed with value, emotionally and also financially here for people. We've got 10 autographed books we're going to give away today. So tell you what, since we're starting off our live stream, if you've got, go ahead and share this live stream. And if you do that, just type in the word share and right here in the chat, and our team is going to be making sure that we spot you, and thank you for that. We'll be able to get a book to you. So if go ahead and watching this, go ahead and click share, and just let us know by typing the word share right here that you're sharing this. This is a message of hope for people who have felt stuck in the unconscious programming of their past. All right, John. So we're going to be giving away books here. I see. All right, let's see. I see Sean. Sean, he's already started. He's sharing. Awesome. Ricky is here. She is going to be helping people out and connecting them. Yeah. So this is amazing. All right. Jackie's sharing.
Know where people are from, Mike. If we could get them to just type in where they're from.
Awesome. So while you're sharing this, and we've got Sean, Rebecca, Earl, Jackie, all these people are sharing this live stream with people. And in the meantime, yeah, let us know where you're from. We'd love to hear where this message is being spread across the country, across the world. All right, we're giving away books. We have more things to offer people throughout the live stream. But John, I want to get back to you and your message here. So, could you tell us, why do people need this book? All right, we're sharing this with people. People are tuning in. They're like, what's going on? What is this? This is Despite Me, Proven Pathway to a Life of Passion and Purpose. People are just joining us now, and they're like, what's going on with this? Why do people need your book? How will it help them?
Well, if I could change a word in there, I would not say that anybody needs the book, but I would say that everyone deserves a book like this or this book. And the reason I say that is none of us come out and onto this planet having it all figured out. We have to learn along the way. So the book is written about a journey of trauma and drama and defeat and victories. And I think every person on this planet can relate to those things. And they deserve it, because nobody should ever go to their grave without having lived their life to the fullest. And unfortunately, in my experience, having coached and facilitated tens of thousands of people across the globe, many people will go to their graves never having realized the full extent of who they were actually meant to become. Wow. And the reason is because of those unconscious programs that lay dormant in their unconsciousness. And they never know when they're going to fire off. And unfortunately, those things, until they're brought to the surface, that is consciously, and you're made aware, so growing your own self-awareness, you fall victim to those things. And I know there are people on this broadcast today that are feeling stuck. They're feeling like they've been victimized. They're feeling like nothing they're doing is ever good enough. They're not good enough. They'll never have enough. All those kinds of things are driven from those unconscious programs. And so I say people deserve it, because I believe that if they start the journey of self-awareness through personal growth, they can become who they were meant to be and have a fuller life.
I love that. I love that I'm so glad you tweaked that question. It's going to be a change I want to start using myself, of just of why do people deserve this book? Or, hey, you deserve this book. If here in the chat, that what a great way to encourage people to find the solution that they're looking for. Hey, you deserve this book. In fact, why don't you tag someone? Why don't you tag someone? Is someone coming to mind as we talk about this? Maybe yourself is like, oh boy, I need this. And maybe you're thinking of someone else who deserves this book. And you hear John talk, is like, oh, I know who would absolutely love this message. Go ahead and tag them and say, hey, you deserve this book. And we'd love to be able to connect them with the solutions that they're looking for in their life. All right, hey, you know what? I wanted to check in. We have people from Ontario, Canada. We've got people from Montreal, Canada, Knoxville, Tennessee. And it's so good to see you. Susie over in Montana. We've got people across the country and even across the border and across the world, letting this message of, hey, you deserve to find a path out of your pain. And I'm so excited about that. So Ricky is getting a list of 10 names of people who are going to be getting a free autographed copy of this book sent to them for sharing this. The first 10 people to do so are going to be receiving a copy of this book that they deserve. So excited about that. So what do you want your readers to understand here, John? Like, if obviously the book has so much more value than we're going to be able to tap into in just our time together today. But what do you want your readers to understand in this?
Well, the book is written as a story about an individual. But at the end of every chapter, there are some thought-provoking questions that people, if they really read the chapter and respond to the questions, it's a way for them to dig deeper into their own character development. And by answering the questions, they can actually surface and become more aware of some of those unconscious programs. Chapters are very intentional, not only in their title and content, but in their placement in the book. And towards the end of the book, there are some actual exercises that if they go through the exercises, they can not only have the revelation that goes with the exercise, but they can have breakthrough. And breakthrough is key to overcoming these unconscious programs. They're always going to be with you. The key is to become aware of when they're triggered and firing off so that you have a second, 3 seconds to make a choice of how am I actually going to respond now that that's shown up again. You know, if I'm a person that has issues with trust or in relationship or even money, if I have money programs that are negative because of the way I was brought up, it's no wonder that we can't create a financial, a level of financial wealth in our life because that thing keeps firing off. Or it's no wonder that we go from relationship to relationship, whether it's with an individual or with business or with a church or whatever, because it keeps firing off. And so the exercises are intended to surface those, make you aware, give you opportunity to make choices when they do fire off, and see if you can't create something different in your life.
I love it. I've got people here excited about the story format of the book. I think story is such a great way to connect to the emotions and connect to memories and really make it so applicable to people. And so I'm super excited that that is the format of the book, and the questions, the opportunities to engage and really make it very personal. Take a chance to like stop and just think about how each of those points apply, I think is way more value, I think, than a lot of books even offer. Just the chance that it's built in there to engage with that material at a different level. That's so exciting. That's awesome.
It was important to write it as a nonfiction because I really believe that people, like I think Jackie just said, connects to story. And when the story is true, every element of the story is true, people can really connect with it and it tugs at their heartstrings. And so being a nonfiction book, I think, helps that. And all the journaling and all the exercises, those are real. Those are taught in our seminars. People have tremendous breakthrough and life transforming experiences because of those.
That's amazing, and I'm glad you referenced your seminars because it's a very core product of what you offer people. And I wanted to point people to your website at this point, lifequestseminars.com, where you can learn so much more about the programs that John and his team offer. And actually, I wanted to, with our time here, take a look at one of your upcoming seminars, John, and here's where we've got some giveaways again, because you have an upcoming Beauty Revealed seminar, November 11th through the 14th of this year. Could you tell us a little bit more about this Beauty Revealed seminar and who deserves this seminar and what value it could offer people?
Well, in my experience, I've never crossed paths with a woman who doesn't deserve something like this. And what we address in this seminar really are 3 core desires that women have. There's lots of desires that women have, but we work with 3 core desires. The desire to be romanced, the desire for irreplaceable role. Oh my gosh, and I just forgot the 3rd one.
Yeah, no pressure.
That's what's like it being on the hot seat, right? But our seminars are all experiential in nature. And so they get a little bit of lecture, and then we put them in exercises and modules where they can literally create revelation and breakthrough around the areas of their life, you know, that they feel stuck in or that they want more of. And honestly, so many women out there feel like they're not enough and too much at the same time. And how do you
not enough and too much at the same time?
Yeah. How do you overcome that? Well, we create a really safe environment through a context that we create so that people can feel open, transparent, vulnerable, and actually do the work that's going to help them move forward in their life to whatever level they want to move forward to. The great thing about this kind of work is it crosses all religions, all borders, all cultures, all ethnic backgrounds. Nothing can stop this work once people start it. If they immerse themselves and are fully engaged, they gain out of it exactly what they need. And people come back all the time to audit their staff. They're invited back all the time. And so oftentimes we'll have as many people in the room that are auditing and staffing as we do new participants.
That's so fun. That's great. That's such an important value to offer in these seminars, this Beauty Revealed seminar, because I was looking at the website here, and it's providing insights into these questions that we started listing. Like, am I loved? What's my worth? Am I beautiful? Do you delight in me? Will you fight for me? All of these questions that are just so core to a woman's being, and you're just offering some insights, some encouragement, some truth on these topics that are so desperately needed. And
the third core desire, Micah, just came to me. Obviously, the title gives it away. Every woman has a beauty to unveil, and it isn't necessarily outward beauty. It is the beauty of their heart. And that gets crushed. The heart gets crushed. It gets buried. And they don't see themselves as beautiful. So many women hate themselves because of looking in the mirror and they see something they don't like. And it may be a physical thing they don't like, but it may be something in their heart that they don't like. And so we help them break through that to actually reveal the beauty of who they truly are.
This is so good. Well, you are stirring a lot of souls here. We like to ignite souls, and I know you're a soul igniter, and we're so glad that we get to share this time together. This is resonating here. We've got all sorts of people very excited, affirming, yep, this is super needed. And this is great. So I say we, I'm just here for the fun. Really, John and his team are giving away some scholarships to this seminar, valued at $500 each. And so obviously I know there are many people here who would love to attend this seminar, and we have 3 opportunities for people to get a scholarship to this seminar. So if you are a woman or you know a woman, this could be transferred, right? If someone gets a scholarship to this, yeah. So
we don't want to put them in out on the course. You know?
Absolutely. So if you would like to attend, or you know someone who deserves to attend the Beauty Revealed seminar in that second week of November, type in Beauty Revealed here, Beauty Revealed, and then I'll give you the next steps here. So we're going to be giving away 3 opportunities to have a scholarship to this Beauty Revealed seminar, November 11th through the 14th, valued at $500. Just type in Beauty Revealed. Pat's my first one. Pat, Cheryl, look at this. Kelly, Pat, Cheryl, and Kelly, here's the next steps for you. If you just email john@lifequestseminars.com, he's going to hook you up and get you what you need for that. Ricky, if you want to write down those names and keep those so John can know who to expect those emails from, and then that will be awesome. So we just gave away 3 scholarships at $500 each to some women who deserve this content, and I know there's many more. And so if you do want to learn more about this Beauty Revealed seminar, you can go check out lifequestseminars.com. So many people interested in this, so many people who are really resonating with this, John. It's so exciting.
Nice. Thanks, everyone.
So, all right. We still have one more big giveaway here at the end of our time together. The biggest value yet. And so stick around. We'll do that in a few minutes. But for now, John, I want to keep talking about this book, about Despite Me. what would you like people to do after reading this book? I know we've got Ricky who's sharing the link to this book, and people are already clicking that and then starting to, it's like getting their copies sent to them. It's going to be on their doorstep in 2 days. What do you want people to do after reading this book? Where do they go from there? What are the next steps?
In my opinion, the next step is to immerse yourself in your own personal development. Somehow, whether you do it with us or you do it with someone else or even your own church, don't let that time go by. You know, I'm curious as to how people handled the last 17 months being locked down. For me, I didn't want to waste it. I wrote a book, published it. And for a lot of people, writing a book and having it published in a year or less seems like an impossible task, but it isn't. It isn't when you've done the work on yourself to move yourself forward in life. So somehow begin the journey. I'm happy to help and answer questions if people want more information. And again, whether it's with us or someone else, I'm happy to help you. Thank you, Brandy. I see that. But if you don't, I guarantee you, I can predict your future. 10 years from now, you'll be exactly in the same place you are today. Looking back going, wow, I wish I'd have taken that first step. I wish I would have taken the second step. I wish I would have asked someone to help me. None of us can do it by ourselves. None of us. We all need support from time to time. But until we individually take a step and ask for it, and believe me, I know it's hard to ask for help. Nobody's in that position more than I ever was. But once you take that first step, it gets easier and easier and easier. You cannot overcome your unconscious negative emotional program by yourself. It's impossible. But with some help and your intentional drive to become who you're meant to be, it's absolutely possible. More than possible.
And John, what I love about your perspective here is that you are putting the person in the position of being the hero in their own story. I know there's a lot of coaches who come in as the answer, as the guru, and as the hero who's swooping in to help someone. And I know from our time together here today, and I hear it in your voice and the way that you're speaking, that you don't see yourself as the hero in someone's story. You are enabling and empowering people to be their own hero in their story, to take that step. And I love what you also said about being a fortune teller, being a future reader, basically saying, you know what, if, you know, show me taking an action now, and I'll show you where you're going to be in 10 years. If you don't take an action now, if you just live your life, if you keep making the same decisions to be content with where you are, to not take any steps out, then in 10 years from now, it's not a mystery. Your life's going to look very similar to the way it is now. And if you're not content with that, John is offering such a great solution to be able to walk with you and help you along in this path that you're taking, that you're the hero of. That's so good.
Well, and there's some people on this call that have gone through courses with me, and they know I don't have their answers. What I have is some really good questions that help them discover their own answers.
Pam has says that you've played a big part in her personal success story. 11 years ago, that first step was the hardest, but they have a community that supports you. Beauty Revealed is a safe spot to start. Thank you, Pam, for sharing your experience there. If you've been if you've worked with John in the past, if you've been a graduate of a program, if he's coached you at all, and his team has added any value to your life, let us know here in the chat. Let's see. I know there's some people still on the fence. Like, I don't know, maybe it's scary. I've never been coached before. I've never gone to a personal development seminar before. I've never even read a book about, my personal development before. Maybe this is new to some people. And I love to hear from people. Sean has joined John before. Like, we've got a lot of people. Laura who have benefited from this. So if you're on the fence, so many people here who have gone before you, or just maybe a couple steps ahead of you, and saying, "Hey, jump in. It's great." Laura says, "Get there."
Well, and it's not a matter of catching up. It's a matter of beginning your journey and taking the steps that are necessary. And it takes however long it takes. And I would say it takes a lifetime.
Love
because
it.
the more you transform, the more you want to create in your life. People are on this call that forgot how to dream around 12 years old. And reawakening that ability in them to dream and dream big is one of the greatest gifts people can give to themselves. All we do is provide chairs in a room, a context that's safe, and they feel a love they've never felt before when they come to us.
It's so good. I love it. I'm loving looking through the comments here and seeing all sorts of people who have been through your programs before and who have not, and are just excited by this message and seeing that maybe even for the first time that there's some hope and there's a path for them. And this is so good. All right, John. So tell you what, with our time that we have left, we've got one more big giveaway. And this is 6 weeks of coaching with John. 6, and you said, John, this could be for personal development. This could be for business development. Yeah. Is that accurate? So, yeah. Really, if you're struggling, if you feel limited by your own self-doubts, your own beliefs, and it's stopping you from reaching your goals, John is offering 6 weeks of personal coaching. This is valued at $3,500. This is a lot of value, and obviously you can tell this man himself here is here sharing all of this gold here. So I would like to hear from someone to say, I need a breakthrough. And so if someone says, I need a breakthrough here in this chat, I know there may be more than one. I know there are many people, but I need a breakthrough. We're going to be giving away 6 weeks of coaching with John, valued at $3,500. You know who needs a breakthrough today, John?
Who's that?
Bren Adams.
Bren Adams. Hi, Bren.
And many more. Bren, we're going to hook you up with coaching for John. In fact, make a note, Ricky, that Bren is needing a breakthrough here. And Bren, when you email John at lifequestseminars.com, he'll get you situated to start your coaching. Ricky's going to make a note to remind John to look for your email. And there are so many people here who need a breakthrough and have found some hope here today. John, I'm excited about that. It's been great to share this time together. Do you have any closing words here in the minute that we have left? Do you have any closing words for the people who, okay, maybe they didn't win a book or a course or something today? That's not the end of the journey. What would you say to someone here who's like, I need a breakthrough, and I caught a glimpse of this here today?
Well, in my book, I have a note to the reader. And one of the things that I say in there, paraphrased, is that everybody needs support from time to time. And if you can reach out and take the hand of someone who's gone before you, it'll make it much easier for you to get to where you want to be. And as an experienced coach, trainer, facilitator, I believe that I have an experienced hand, and I'm reaching back to people. When someone reaches back, take the hand. They're doing it not for their own self-fulfillment. They're doing it because there's something in the heart of the person that wants to make a difference for you in your life. And my heart has a love in it that I can't give away all of it. It just keeps refilling, no matter how hard I try. And so I want to give some of that to you. If you need help, reach out, take the hand, take my hand.
I love it. I love it. people are here to affirm that John is a man of integrity, is a man who is genuine. Like what we've been talking about here is what you'll get, and super excited about that, John. And thank you so much for offering so much value to people today. And I know that there are going to be lives changed. I know that there are going to be heroes empowered in their life stories, and so yeah, you don't have to go it alone. There is help. You can take the steps. You have the power to get started, and you have the connections to help you along the way. John, you've added so much value to our people today, and thank you for that. The book is called Despite Me: Discover a Proven Pathway to a Life of Passion and Purpose. If you pick up the book, please, you know what would be amazing if you write a kind review for John wherever you purchase that book. I know that will help others to be more confident in their decision to take their life into their own hands and make the decisions that they need to do to forge this path of passion and purpose. Thank you, John. I appreciate you. This has been an amazing time. People are leaving here with their hearts filled. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank everybody that joined us on the call today.
Awesome. All right. Well, have a great rest of the day. We'll catch you later.
Bye-bye.